Hello everyone. Today is going to be something a little bit different, because I was a bit bored and I was in a steampunky mood, so what I did is I claimed a new plot and I went back to my old ship, and I copied the Prins Willem, the Indiaman, that you've seen me build in another video, and I've pasted it over somewhere in the sky in a new plot, so I'm kind of figuring out where to put it for now, because we are going to be transforming this ship into an airship. That's right. If you are following Sjin from the old Yogscast channel, he has recently posted a video where he upgrades one of his old ships, one of his new ships, from the water into an airship, and I thought I can do better than that. So I copied my ship, and I'm going to transform this into an amazing looking airship. So first of all, just getting rid of all the masts, because of course we need a big old balloon there. So just cutting those off carefully with roll edit and saving the flag, so we can put that in another place, you'll see it later. And yeah, just getting rid of the rigging for now and everything on top, because we're not going to need that. So yeah, just with World Painter using the hollow sphere command, I'm pasting in a balloon in blue for this time, because I already have orange and light blue decals on the ship itself, so I cannot use that color. Yeah, and building around it with brown wool for now, transforming that into spruce wood later, to make the wooden frame that the balloon sits in, of course, because we've got to hold on to the balloon, right? And I must say, I'm not that big of a fan of steampunk stuff, and it's been long since I've built anything like this in Minecraft, so my steampunk Minecraft knowledge comes back from around 2015, so forgive me if I'm not really up to date with all the new styles and tricks and stuff. But anyways, using some slabs to smooth out the vertical bits. Still very sad that we cannot do that on the horizontal bits, but oh well. Sticking in a little circle of acacia wood to use some different colors and to just make it look a little bit better, actually. I really quite like that use of color in there. And now building kind of the attachment points where the rigging attaches to the ship, you know, because we've got to hold on to the balloon, so the rigging, instead of going up to the mast, I thought, well, let's use the already existing spots of rigging to attach my ship to the balloon. And you'll see that rigging coming in soon, just using the roll edit line command. Really easy to get straight lines that are fully under tension. And with the line command also extending some more ropes on the inside, and actually building up some of the masts again to attach some rigging to in the middle of the ship. Flipping everything over, because of course it's got two sides, and for now the middle of the ship is still symmetrical, so we can use that to our great advantage to copy stuff over. Adding some more rigging in between, so it's a bit sturdier, not as dependent on those four big rigs there. Now you see that there still are some sails on this ship, and that is because I am going to be putting sails on this ship, and that's going to take some effort to figure out how that's going to work on an airship. Because I thought, well, we cannot have sails on top. Maybe we can have sails on the bottom. But instead I went for a flag on the bottom. As you can see, I pasted it in. And then I realized that's the wrong way around for a flag, right? Because it's going to be pointing forwards, just like it was on the original ship. So I eventually rotated it around again, don't worry. And putting in a little crow's nest down below, which, yeah, it's a place where you can climb down underneath the ship, which I think is a really cool idea to survey the ground right underneath you. And of course, we are going to need a bigger rudder, because we're going to need to be steering air, in this case, so making a kind of a butterfly-shaped rudder I think would fit with the high decoration of the ship. And now onto the sails. So I'm sticking them on the sides, and that was quite difficult, honestly, because I've never seen a ship with sails like this on the side. So I had to completely improvise. I couldn't find any pictures of it. So yeah, improvising some rigging. I'm not the biggest ship nerd or anything, but I think I did a reasonable job. It looks cool at least. So we're having some masts, I suppose, sticking out from the side. I don't know what you call those, beams. And we're connecting them up with other beams at the back, using fence lines again. And for the second set of sails, which is going to be actually angled, it's not going to be pointing straight forward on both sides, because these masts, it's like on an actual ship, right? The left one and the right one will be the same beam, basically, so they rotate along the same angles. So that was really difficult for me to get the first one right, and then to make the second one look the same as the first one was real difficult. I did spend like more than half an hour on getting those sails to look right. And of course attaching those to beams at the back as well, to keep them rigged and to keep them controllable. Now, as we fly over to the other side, you can see me struggling with this, using my standard method for making sails. But then, yeah, this time it's not one sail that I was making, so it's really difficult to connect those two in my head, I felt. So it's a bit of a struggle. And also, of course, these are very irregular sail shapes, right? Not really used to them. So coming on to the last sail, it probably has a name, I don't know what it is, but it's going to be a triangular one. Like on the Prins Willem. Only this time I'm going to extend it way backwards. It's going to be way flatter and way bigger. Because I wanted it to be big and useful to help steer and, you know, keep going straight. So I had to angle it back, otherwise it would of course stick into the balloon. And I think this is really cool if the sail actually sticks out behind the ship. So using my standard method for making sails, only being a bit cramped for space in a vertical way, it looks a bit odd when you look at it close by, but I think in the end it turned out alright. And of course connecting that up to that little beam in the back there, you can see. And yeah, those are some pretty sails. Now I will actually go into first person and fly around with you for a bit before we go to the final cinematic. So let's get into it. Alright, here we are then, in first person, well, second person, first person in a time-lapse video. And alright, very special. I wanted to let you guys know that I'm very thankful for you to watch this video, to look at this build that kind of took me out of my comfort zone. And I'd say I've learned quite a bit from this. If you have a ship lying around, I would love to see you trying to transform that ship into an airship, you know, or transform it into anything. Because within Minecraft and science fiction, everything's possible. It doesn't always have to be realistic, you know? I thought it was a very nice challenge. And I have a couple of things to say. One of them is, if you're watching this when it comes out, I want to wish you a very, very Merry Christmas and a Happy New Year. And also, I would like to thank you for watching. Maybe subscribe if you'd like to see more. We're going to start building the castle in Trigby. And yeah, leave a like, whatever, comment something fun, a name for the ship, I don't know, make something up. I like discussing with you guys. Alright, I'll see you later. Bye.